did you see from you guys in terms of maybe the way they played you guys in the line?
I mean, I don't really know nothing about that, like the numbers wise or anything of that nature, but I do know they was loading the box a lot, and I do know that's not a situation number wise to run the ball in. So I think we took our chances with who we got as players, and 6 and 11 were back, and I just think once they showed how they wanted to stop our team, we attacked them the appropriate way. So that's how it goes.
As you filled in, what has Jordan communicated to you?
Jordan communicated his faith in me. Like even when he went down, he we had he was walking off a pass and he just looked at me and he gave me a wink and I was like, okay. That was pretty much it. But he just exuded his faith in me and his confidence in me as a player and as his as his teammate. I've been here some time and my job is to execute when Lane or Jordan is out, so that's what I'm here to do.
Even in pain, dropping a wing.
Yeah, even in pain, dropping a wing. Yeah.
You've been coming in a couple times now mid-game. Does that ever get any easier for you?
No, it's not getting easier. I mean, you go in and block. You go in and have to try to block 95 and pass for to win the game. It's not easy.
How about the Giants' challenge with that defensive front?
They're good. They're a good defensive front. They're good. Brian Burns made a name for himself doing what he does best, and he's been highly compensated for it. And Dexter Lawrence is having himself a year, and you just got to go in and be prepared for anything, be prepared for whatever, and try to prove people wrong.
Is left tackle still more natural for you?
Yes, left tackle is definitely more natural for me there, right? That's just because I've been there most all camp and stuff like that. So it's definitely a position that I like. I like left or right, but it's definitely a more natural position.
How hard is it to be ready to go at a moment's notice at those spots?
I mean, it's stressful as hell. I mean, you be told you got to commit, like you got to perform open heart surgery, and you never even, you know what I'm saying? Like at a drop of a dime, like in 2 hours, or in 30 seconds. It's stressful, but these guys here, Stout, Sirianni, they give us all the best looks and all the best preparation for things, and you got to be ready for any moment. So
I've actually done that.
Does it help
Surgery.
that you're thrown in against 95? It's never going to get worse than that.
I mean, hey, 95 is a generational athlete. So is Brian Burns. So is most of the DNs in this league. They're pretty good. I mean, they wouldn't be here otherwise. I just think 95. He definitely he was one that was like, if I get thrown in this game, I got I got to anchor down and stuff. So he's definitely a great player, and I was like, even asked him if he remembered me from Cincy when I played there, and he was like, yeah, and I was like, okay, cool. Maybe I'm doing something right a little bit.
It seems like did you take anything from Cincy that helped you on Sunday?
Don't do what I did in Cincy to give up the sacks and stuff. Don't be a guard, and just basically just try to execute better. Like be more technique wise and stuff like that. Try to be very sound and be very calm and poised. That's pretty much it.
It seems like Stout doesn't change things up when when one of the tackles goes out as far as helping more.
Like what you mean?
It just seems like we run the same offense, and it's not like if Lane or Jordan's out, all of a sudden they just start helping the other tackle, the replacement tackle more.
If there was a time that was going to happen, I would have assumed it would have been last game.
Yeah.
It didn't happen, so I couldn't do nothing when the ball was snapped. I had to, be on my P's and Q's. So that's just, I know I don't control that. I don't handle the game plan like I said. They was loading the box, and we, everybody got to win their one-on-one. So that's just what I tried to do.
It just seems like that's
a situation where a lane was trying to get clear. Does it help you mentally if going into the week you're the guy as opposed to am I in, am I not?
Just basically like I said, prepare to start. If you don't start, cool, you prepare to start. If you have to go in the moments at the blink of an eye, you still prepared mentally. And like I said, the New Orleans game was probably the first time that it happened with me. And, we went in and executed, mentally, you prepare to start, and you prepare for the moment, you prepare for any wave of emotions that come. And the one emotion that wins is, positivity, and let me go execute so we can win this game.
I think everywhere. I think, I can't ever be satisfied with what I'm doing. I think just constant daily improvement in every aspect, and our coaches do a great job of coaching us every play. So I feel like just continuing to focus on my box and just get better through watching film and practicing is what a little bit.
Who's, around the locker room outside of Dallas helped you throughout your time here and grown, and what do you attribute kind of the success that you've been having lately and being able to step in quickly to?
Oh man, it's hard to say. We have such a good group of veterans, like BG, Lane, Kelsey when he was here, AJ, Jordan. There's so many guys that have played so much ball at such a high level. So, they're always helping everybody out, which is awesome.
Awesome. Thank you, Grant.
Yeah, I appreciate it. So getting a chance to catch some footballs on Sunday, what was that experience like, and how do you think you did?
No, it was good. I'm glad to capitalize on my opportunities. It felt really good being out there.
If you have to have an expanded role for another week or so, how do you think that'll go?
I think it'll go good. Like I say, I try to treat every week as if I'm going to be the one getting all the snaps, and obviously I'm not usually, but I always try to be ready and, whenever my number's called.
Having known Jalen for as long as you have, do you think that helps, just having that base with him? Yeah,
I think so. Obviously it's better than not having any reps with him, even though, our time together in college was, 5 years ago. But, I think just having a relationship with Jalen probably helps a little bit.
Have you guys worked on, when you guys got back together, could you kind of pick up on where you left off a little bit?
For sure. It's all about communication, and when you know somebody, you know how to communicate with them. I think it's helpful.
On that 34-yarder, what's the key there to holding the block long enough but not too much? You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're trying to sell, run the opposite way. So I just got to, act like I'm blocking for a split second. And then, I'm first in the read, so I got to get out in space pretty quick.
How do you feel in space? Because it seems like that's something that you've been able to do pretty well.
Yeah, I feel good. I played receiver in high school and basically college. So I feel, comfortable as a pass catcher.
How do you feel about the other aspects of the tight end game we've talked about a lot over the years?
Yeah, definitely comfortable. I think obviously was something that I was focusing on, as since I got into the NFL. So I think those skills are only getting better each day.
How do you get better at that stuff?
Just repetitions. You can watch so much film, you can do so many drills, but what's really going to help you is getting out there and doing it in practice and getting out there and doing it in the games.
You also talk about in-game adjustments. That's something you guys have addressed at all?
Yeah, I think that's, you can obviously have a game plan, but, a lot of stuff changes. When you get to the game, they're going to show you looks that you haven't practiced. And so, I think the adjustments on the sideline, just as important, maybe more important than what game plan you have. So, it's definitely something we're addressing. I think we do some good stuff when we're running tempo and run our, hurry-up offense. So, all things considered, we're going to push the envelope and try to get that fast start this week. Make it more sense of urgency for us. So that's really it.
When you look at this game, the game of football, obviously more than any other sport, really seems like it could be an emotional game for you guys out there. Can you speak to that emotion and how maybe there's a fine line between letting it consume you and using it?
Exactly. Emotions are good, but sometimes becoming over-emotional as a player can cloud your judgment, and so maybe you're not as focused as what you need to be and as you would like to be. So that can lead to mental errors and all that sort of stuff. But for me, it's about a job. Emotions are going to be involved, but I try to work around that and just see there's another day on the job. Obviously it's a rivalry week, NFC East opponent. So, we had that in mind. But for me, year 12, emotions they kind of die out.
You have to kind of look around at the other guys on the team sometimes too, and maybe see if you can maybe keep them from getting too over emotional too at times during the course of a game.
O-line's pretty good. We're mostly just trying to catch our breath. So, there's some times where you may want to calm some people down and not get a penalty. So, but O-line's usually pretty good.
I know they don't have Thibodeau in this game, but what do you see from the other edge rushers they have out there?
Brian Burns is one of the more savvy pass rushers in the league. Terrific man, great spin move. Obviously saw him a lot in Carolina, but playing great this year.
and Ojulari had a big week last week. So, I think they're dynamic in what they do, create a lot of pressure. Obviously, Dexter, I think, is probably having his best season. So, lots of eyes on him. But, to answer your question, Brian Burns is one of the better pass rushers in the league.
To follow up on the slow starts, after making, after commenting on it after the game the other day, how confident are you that this upcoming week will be better and you guys will get off to a faster start?
I'll be confident once we do it. So right now, always confidence in our abilities, but it's really about proving it. So we've got to prove it. I think when we look at the offense, there's been some inefficiencies. We would like to get to the ball faster, get to the line and have some more time to adjust. So I think our sense of urgency needs to improve there, practice, and then get to the game to where we're more in a rhythm.
Hey, Saquon. How's it going?
What's up? Let me guess what you guys want to ask.
Nothing in particular, but what does this game mean to you?
I don't know. I'm still processing that, I guess. I'm going to treat it the same week I always treat it. I'm always on the mindset every game is important, every game is special. You never know when your last one's going to be. But, obviously there's some history there for sure, especially going back there. It'll be interesting. So I don't have an exact answer. I probably have a better answer later on in the week.
Is it a fun challenge for you to kind of figure out how it's going to go this week and how it's going to be on game day?
No, I wouldn't say that. I'm more of like, I don't know. I think it's more of like the balance of how I want to attack it. Like, obviously, be locked in and focused, but don't want to make it more than what it's not. I've done that before, and I ain't like the outcome of that. So just, it's going to be a fun environment. It's football. I love being part of stuff like that, and especially being part of the history of these two teams going against each other, especially in this division. It's a big game, so I'm excited for that.
Do you have an expectation what the fans might do?
I mean, I guess I said I don't expect to get booed, and I was meaning more of like it's the game is this rivalry is so much bigger than what happened in the offseason between me and the Giants or Hard Knocks. Like, this has been going on for a very long time. So I've been on the other side, and I know how Giants fans feel. So I don't know what the environment is going to be like, but I'm excited. As a player, as a competitor, you kind of welcome those environments and those moments. So wherever it is, hopefully it gives me a little extra juice, and I can go out there and perform and help my team win.
In a rivalry, as you mentioned, that's about to go into, I think it's 184th.
I was close. I said 200 the other day.
I think it's 184. Like, how does it feel that you're going to get to be on both sides of that? First with them, and then here with the Eagles.
Yeah, I mean, if you had asked me this question a year or two ago, I probably never expected it to be on this side of it. But I think it's cool. It's fun. The NFC East. I remember being in New York and we used to talk about it. Just how important the NFC East is to NFL, to the history of it. I think we're the only division that every team had the Super Bowl in. So this division has been super fun. It's awesome to walk in the hallways here and see the history of it, and I want to be part of it. I would love to make a play or be part of one of those big games, especially on this side. So I look forward to it, and hopefully we can add another one to the column this week.
Do you have a feeling of prove it to the Giants?
No. Yeah. I do know my mindset on that. I don't have to prove anything to them. I'm thankful for the opportunity for this organization, from Jeffrey to Howie to everybody. Getting me here. So that's the people I got to prove it to, and my teammates. And at the end of the day, the most important thing is winning. Whether I go and have 300 yards or if I have 10 yards, as long as we win, I don't really get. I don't have that big of a pride or ego that if I go out there and ball, it's like I'm looking at. I know those guys over there like, oh, look what you guys let go. It's no hate over there, but at the same time, I do know it's a big game, it's an important game. It's a division rival, and I'm gonna go in there locked in and try to do the best I can to help us win the game.
Is there a way to harness? Is there a way to harness the emotion without it becoming a negative?
Yeah, that's a balance, all right. That's a challenge of trying to do that. But I'm trying my best to make sure that it doesn't impact me in a negative way. If anything, just try to use it to lift me up. Let my competitive spirit drive me. And go out there and keep the main thing, and that's win football games, and also go out there and play with my teammates, go out there and play with my guys, and this week I'm just going to have some guys on the other side of the ball too, so it's going to make it more fun. Talk a little more crap probably.
And the offenses that you played in both places now, when you came in and they were building the offense with Kellen Moore, did you have concepts or things that you felt worked for you? How have they kind of built that around in a new opportunity in offense here for you?
What do you mean?
Just were there things as they were building the offense here, did you suggest
like
things
stuff
or
that I
concepts,
like?
things that worked out here?
Yeah, and that's going to continue to grow throughout the season, week to week. Just getting a feel of things that I've had success in the past and things that I like to do. Things that I feel like I can help the team in, and those conversations that is going to continue to be had, and open door policy, not only with Nick, with Kellen, and I think he does a really good job of listening to you and try to implement that into the game plan.
So there's a new defensive coordinator in New York, but there's also some of those same personnel there that you got to know throughout your time there. When you watch them now on film, how does the run defense look different and similar in some ways?
Yeah, I mean they're a great unit over there. It's kind of weird watching them from this point of view. Obviously, it all starts with 97. I don't think he gets enough credit. I might be biased. We have a friendship, but I think he's the best defensive player in the league. I never played against Chris Jones. I know Chris Jones pretty good too. But seeing Dex and how he operates and seeing how you can impact the game, that's definitely a focus of ours. They brought in Burns, paid him a lot of money. He's playing a high level. All those guys, they have a really good group, and the young guys, I think that they brought in Phillips and the safety 31. They're playing pretty well too, so it's going to be a fun challenge, and I look forward to it.
Who's someone you're most eager to see?
Most eager to see probably would be like to go against you saying.
No, it could be someone behind the scenes. Someone who.
Oh, behind the scenes, I think. I mean, it's gonna be. I'm gonna see all the guys in the field. I guess probably training staff, coaches. I was there for a very long time, and I dealt with a lot of adversity over there, whether it's injuries or anything. And I would never forget those guys. They helped me through so much. So I'll probably say those guys. Obviously, my teammates that I was with teammates before in the past. But yeah, if I'm after the game and be able to chop it up with them and see their faces would definitely mean a lot.
Beyond scouting them, preparing for them this week, how much have you, at minimum, checking the results, how much have you checked in on how they're doing this year from game to game and their record and whatnot?
Every week. Pretty much talk to DJ every week. I'm not going to talk to him this week. Probably every week, seeing how they're doing. Like I said, I know what happened in the off season and everything, but there's some guys there that when I have my wedding, they're going to be at my wedding. Like I got some real friendships over there, so definitely check in.
Saquon, the idea of not making it more than what it is. Do you have experiences over your career?
No, I don't know. I don't think so. More of like, I didn't mean to cut you off, but I don't think, going from a place, being somewhere for so long, and then leaving and going to a hated rivalry, I guess. I don't know if I have any experiences, but I know not to make the game as much as it was or more than what it is because 3 years ago or however long ago now, I tore my ACL after we played on Sunday night, and the next game I made it so much more, and I was really like out there trying to prove everyone wrong, like you guys, like the media, because everyone was talking, not like you guys personally, but everyone was talking crap about me or saying this. Like I kind of wanted that like FU moment, and God works in mysterious ways. So definitely humbled me there, and I won't let that happen again.
You just have to walk between letting it push you, but also not letting it create mistakes.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if you let your emotions affect you to the point of you making mistakes, then yeah, that's an issue. But if you're an emotional player and you build off that, then be my guest. Have fun with it. So.
How much do you guys maybe feed off emotions of other guys, and do you find at times maybe you have to keep guys from getting too over emotional?
Yeah, I remember I tell you a little story when Q, I think it was Brazil. After he made a big play, I think it's Watson. He started talking smack. I let it go, and then he kept on. I said, "Dude, don't get a 15-yard penalty." So I had to grab him by the horse collar. But it's just cool. Like you said, we feed off the little victories, and we made that a point going into Saints. Just have fun doing what we do. Celebrate with each other and come out on top.
What have you seen from Neighbors so far on tape?
Really good player.
Yeah.
Obviously, one of the Daniel's go-to. This is going to be a challenge for us, but at the end of the day, I feel like we got the guys in the room to get it done. So.
When you have a young player like that, who's obviously really good, but they haven't had a ton of NFL tape out there, is it a little tougher to scout them?
I mean, yes and no. They're going to go to their go-tos, but at the end of the day, shut them down quick, and then, make them be more decisive. So that's what we're going to do.
Are you looking forward to seeing it if Q ends up on them during the game?
Oh, yeah. No, I'm always excited to see what Q's matchup's going to be. And, I have all the faith in the world for him, so I'm excited for that.
What has he done to earn that confidence?